Mysteriously, miraculously, it comes with warmth and sweat and moisture. It comes, it comes. It is first truth, first truth of a woman, of a woman. Inexplicably, inexorably, it comes, it comes with swelling sensations and the smell of the sea. It comes, it comes. It is a key, first key to woman, to woman. Secretly, surreptitiously, it comes, it comes with silence and imperceptible views. It comes, it comes. It is a passage, first passage into woman, into woman. Bleeding from the woundless womb brings the ancient into now, and rhythmical chaos into innocence. The moon enters the maiden's dance, and grandmother is the witness. Becoming, she laughs, she cries, and joins the circle of fertility. Frankly, forthrightly, it comes, it comes with the awesome and glorious power of creation. It comes. It is the first right of a woman, of a woman. Mother, changed, changing, growing full, carrying the immensity of the earth, swelling, stretching across the abyss of knowing, accepting spirit, transporting soul substance, enduring the breath and width of tenderness, experiencing the mystic thrill of patience, breaking in two, splitting wide open the envelope of the cosmos, becoming the blood and flesh and milk of all nations, embracing the breath, the creation Sophia, again and again, bearing down with exuberance, screaming names from the wall of eternity, answering the gentle whisper of the goddess, soothing the angst and fear of separation, offering the breast of love and supplication, with open hands, receiving the charge of new life. Now I am Crone. I am knowing, I am listening, I am hearing, I am sharing. I am confidant and counselor, nursemaid and friend. I am the evidence, the example, something real, something true. I am touching, I am feeling, I am the elixir and the salve. I am nurturing, sustaining. I am strength and motherwit. I am giving. I am wisdom. I am love and I am light. I am the bosom. I am the grandmother. I am the voice of womankind. I am the spinner and the weaver, the sacred, the divine. I am the answer to the questions of the body, of the blood. I reach back into the mother, stretch forth into the daughter. I am ripened and well seasoned. I am able to endure. Come ask, come take, come see, come feel, come touch, come share, come hear, come laugh and cry and scream and wail, come rest, confess, confide. I am the elder. I am the crone. I am the elder. I am the crone. I am the elder. I am the crone. I am vulnerable. I am vulnerable too. I am so grateful and blessed to be here with Starhawk and all of you. And I want to show that I have my copy of the spiral dance, and it's filled with notes and highlights, and it's a blessing. It has been a blessing to me for many years, and I am eternally grateful to you, Starhawk. And my message for you all today is to listen, listen, listen to your head, your heart, and your hands. And the three pieces I shared with you when I thought about what I was going to do today, I realized that they were different times in my life when I followed my head, my heart, and my hands. The first piece is first truth, and I sing that now, but I wrote it first as a poem, and it's an example of following my hands. A friend of mine called because her daughter had her first menstruation and she wanted to do a circle, but she was busy working and didn't feel like she had time to pull something together. And so I dived in what she couldn't do, I decided to do. And I made a caftan and I bought flowers and a candle and probably sage and incense, all of the things. And I took them to um, their home, and there were a few other women in the circle, and we had a very lovely and powerful circle for that young lady. Now, there are many ways, other ways to use our hands, and I encourage you to touch, to hug. When you have loved ones in the hospital, go and massage their feet. It will be like exponentially better than balloons or candy or um, things of that nature. And the second poem, no, the last one was Now I Am Crone, but my mother poem, I think of that of having followed my head, because I wrote the maiden poem and the crone poem years before, but then I was participating in a program at my church, and the theme was time and times. And so I extrapolated from that I would like speak about the cycles. And so since I had the first truth poem and the crone poem, I knew I needed to write, I felt I needed to write a mother poem. But I had to use my head with that. It was like, okay, I need to have this done by this weekend. And so I had to think about it more than some of the other things that I have written. But once I got that first word, once I was pondering, what does it mean to become a mother? And changed is like the most profound thing that happens to you when you become a mother. You are changed. And so all of the rest of those descriptors in that poem just flowed from that first word, changed. And ways that I feel I would encourage people to follow their head, use their head, is to choose your information wisely, by the books that you read, the films that you choose to view. One more recently that I have referred people to is the documentary about Toni Morrison, and it's called The Pieces I Am. I personally did not read Toni until she passed, and I was moved to read her books, which now I think I have all of them and have read some of them twice. Um, was that title, The Pieces I Am. And I discovered once I was reading the novels that it comes from a line in one of her novels. So what you kind of download when you need it in certain moments in your life, it's going to upload just when you need it. Something you may have read years ago and never thought twice again about it. But we are not just flesh and bone and flesh and blood and bones. We are energy. And so use your head wisely and fill it with positive, uplifting, peaceful, transformative um, types of information, and it will take you far. And Now I Am Crone, I definitely feel like that one came straight from the heart. I was a parent at the Detroit Waldorf School for many years, and the parents get pretty tight, and you build very close relationships. And so a fellow parent was turning 50, and she proclaimed that she was becoming crone. And so she hosted a sleepover for some of us, and I wrote this for her. And at the time, I was in my 40s or just approaching 40s. It's hard to remember the exact year. But Now I Am Crone was written for that reason, straight from the heart. And I think ways that you can allow your heart to guide you, sometimes people may think that's pretty obvious, but maybe not. But but laughter and smiles and prayer, singing, um, poems, hosting circles. I entered this year and I knew I wanted to sit in a circle with women. And so I have been doing a new moon circle at my home. And the story sharing has been really powerful and profound. And so that's basically the messaging that I wanted to impart to you this day, but I want to share one additional chant that recently has come to me. And again, I am grateful and blessed to be in this space, in this moment with all of you. There are calls to be an answer on this day. There are calls to be an answer on this day. There are calls to be an answer. There are calls to be an answer. There are calls to be an answer on this day. Will you be an answer on this day? Will you be an answer on this day? Will you be an answer? Will you be an answer? Will you be an answer on this day? There are calls to be an answer on this day. There are calls to be an answer on this day. There are calls to be an answer. There are calls to be an answer. There are calls to be an answer on this day. Will you be an answer on this day? Will you be an answer on this day? Will you be an answer? Will you be an answer? Will you be an answer on this day? Peace and blessings.
Mm.